Hi there, this is Ranjit from tech2buzz.com, and in this video we're going to compare the Samsung Galaxy Note with the Sony Xperia S. Both phones are the flagship phones. This is the flagship phone from Samsung and this is the flagship Android phone from Sony. So let's compare both these phones. So this is the Galaxy Note and this is the Xperia S, and the first difference between both of them is the screen size. The Galaxy Note has the 5.3-inch screen, which is one of the biggest Android phones that you can find. And on the other hand, the Xperia S sports a more pocketable 4.3-inch screen. Both the screens are true HD screens, and the resolution on the Note is 1280 by 800 pixels, and on the Xperia S it's the true 720p HD screen, that's 1280 by 720 pixels. And the PPI on the Xperia S is higher because it's just a 4.3-inch screen, and it has an insane PPI of 342, so everything is like super crisp. And on the Note the PPI is 285. The Note has a Super AMOLED screen, and on the other hand the Xperia S has the Super LCD screen. I want to say that don't get annoyed that the Xperia S just has a SLCD screen and not a Super AMOLED screen, because the screen is pretty good even though it's a SLCD screen. Currently both the phones are running the Android Gingerbread, that's 2.3, but both these phones are going to get the ice cream sandwich update pretty soon. The Xperia S also has the NFC chip, whereas the Note does not have that, and the Note accepts a standard SIM, whereas the Xperia S uses the micro SIM. So first, let us compare the web browser on the same. I have removed the cache from both the browsers. Both the phones are connected to the same Wi-Fi network. I'm going to launch the browsers now. 1, 2, and right away they load both of them at the same time. But if you notice, because this Note has a Super AMOLED screen, there is a slight, I would say, blue tinge, but on the other hand the colors on the Xperia S are a little bit warm, I would say on the yellowish side. Now we're going to launch the Engadget website on both the phones, and I'm going to click on the same time. 1, 2, and 3. And it looks like the Note finished a hair faster. This is the mobile version. Let's click on the desktop version at the same time. 1, 2. And again the Note rendered it about a half a second faster. But again, the browsing on both the phones is great, no issues with the same. Surprisingly, the Xperia S has a slightly powerful processor. It's a 1.5 GHz dual-core processor, and on the Note we have the 1.4 GHz dual-core processor. And as you can see, pinch to zoom is not a problem with both the phones, and both the phones can play flash content without any issues. Let us go back to the home. One thing is that the Xperia S has a physical LED notification light. So when the phone is in the standby position, even if you get a new email or a say missed call or something, that LED notification light will glow, but that's sadly missing on the Note. Regarding the camera, both these phones can take very good pictures. The Galaxy Note has the 8 megapixel camera, but the Xperia S has a 12 megapixel camera, and I have taken photographs with both these phones, and I would have to say that the Xperia S goes a little bit ahead if photography is important. Don't get me wrong, both these phones take very good photographs, and both these phones can shoot video in full HD, that's 1080p. But I felt the Xperia S is a little bit better in the camera department. The Note has a stylus that's known as the S Pen, but we don't find anything like that on the Xperia S. Regarding the storage, the Xperia S comes with a built-in storage of 32 GB, and on the other hand the Note comes with the 16 GB of internal storage, but the Note has a micro SD card so that you can expand the storage, but we do not have a micro SD card slot on the Xperia S, but we do get cloud storage, that's about 50 GB for the Xperia S. The Note runs on the Samsung TouchWiz UI, and the Xperia S runs on the Sony Timescape UI.
So it's a personal preference, which UI you like. Both are great. And regarding the styling, it's again a personal matter. The Sony Xperia S is a little bit different and looks very elegant. So these are some of the main differences between both these phones. Both these phones are great Android phones. You can't go wrong with any of them. So I hope you found this video helpful. That's it for now. This is Ranjit from tech2buzz.com, and hopefully I'm going to see you in my next video.